Okay. Hopefully, this means everything's working. Yes, yes. Swoosh. All right. Hello, my friends. Welcome back. Satisfactory. Let's jump right in. Camera nice and butter smooth. Hopefully. Yes, yes. Seems like it. Hopefully it'll stay that way. Also, shadows. I played around a bit with some performance settings since the last stream, and I think I've got it playing nice now. We shall see. The big key was to switch to DirectX 11 instead of 12, which, you know, that's a little disappointing because the newer APIs always have make things shinier and flashier, but it was just not playing nice. So hopefully, yep, so far so good. Excellent. All right. So, if we remember where we were, our next big task was automating reinforced iron plates and copper sheets and modular frames. And we can automate, we got one of those automated right here, right? If I remember right. What is this making? Reinforced plates? Sure is. But this doesn't output anywhere, it just sits here. So I was giving some thought to how to deal with item transportation, right? And I think the answer is we don't, which is kind of a strange answer, but hear me out. The way I see it, there's 9 of these tiers, right? We're not even technically in the mid game. We're still in the early game, right? We're still in phase 1. Phase 2 doesn't start until tier 5. Phase 3 doesn't start until tier 7, and the super late game isn't until tier 9. So we're still in the early game, which means there's probably a bunch of machines and mechanisms and processes that are just not even available to us at all yet. My guess is we're going to get something to deal with the distribution of items later. Now, I don't like that because I don't know what those are, which means I can't design my factory in such a way to accommodate them early. But it also means that any problems we face with the layout of our base will probably be resolved by things we get access to later. So for right now, even though it's going to be super jank, I think we just roll with it. I think we just run conveyors all over the place, put splitters, put mergers. It's going to get messy. But then once we get a bit further on, I think it'll take care of itself. So, given that, let's start digging into the rest of the stuff in tier 2 here. What do we need for this? We need 50 reinforced iron plates, 200 concrete, 300 bars, and 300 plates. We have most of that already. So, let's grab some of those. That's 300 bars. We need some plates. That's 300 plates. And we need some concrete. We have already enough concrete. So now we just need reinforced plates, which this thing is almost there actually. So we are doing good. Nice, easy start. pop these in there, and these in there, and these in there. All right, we just need 8 more reinforced plates, which this will have for shortly. Can we go ahead and get a jump on the next thing, which I guess will be jump pads? We need 50 rotors, 300 more plates, and 150 cables. All right, let's take a look at this. So 150 cables, we can do that. We need some wire. I'm just going to... I'm not going to spend a lot of time. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I already automated cables. Ooh. So nice. Okay. Rotors. What do we need for rotors? We need bars. We can do that. And what was the other thing we needed for rotors? Screws. Okay, we need more screws. We can do that. Come on up here. There we go. All the screws. Beautiful. Love it. You got my 8 plates for me yet? You sure do. All right, here we go. Fire that button. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the jump pads. I can't load the stuff up yet because the pod's not here. Why is this a limitation that exists? I have no idea. Okay, so making rotors by hand is going to take forever. I'm getting the feeling this is something that we should automate. Anything that we're going to need in any kind of significant quantity, we should probably automate. And rotors are feeling like they might be like that. I'm also going to need more rods. Actually, I'm going to need more rods and screws. Wow. These things are expensive, boy. All right. Give me another bucket of screws and another pile of rods. How are my plates doing? Ooh. We are low on plates because we're turning them all into refined plates. So we're going to need some more. Ah, it's not back yet. It's not going to get back for another 4 minutes. All right, let's keep making rotors then. There's 40, 10 more. How's OBS doing? Looks beautiful to me. There we go. 50 rotors. Got those, got those. Now we just need plates. What is our limitation here? Uh-oh. We just ran out of power. Hold on. That's not good. What's going on back here? Biomass burner. You have tons of fuel. You have tons of fuel. That means these two must be out, huh? They sure are. Let me... pop all this out. Okay, that's 400. Hold on. I want to split this up evenly. There we go. Okay. So we're going to pop those in there. Pop those in there. And then we're going to come over to this guy. And pop those in there. And pop those in there. And fire it back up. Beautiful. We are definitely going to need to find some method of automating biomass. I don't know what that looks like, but this is going to continue to be a problem for us. To that end, since the pod's not here, let's, let me do this. Let me grab one of these. Let me grab this one. I just want a little bit. I don't need much. That's fine. Let's see. I kind of want to preserve some of these sightlines. Let's see. That looks really cool, so I don't want to cut down any of those. Kind of like this too. So, my solution to this is let's go this way. And cut down some of these. Ooh, doggy. There we go. This will last me a good long while. Whoops. Beautiful. Yeah, let's take out some of these smaller ones. Get us plenty of biomass. Whoops. Of which I am now out. Fine. That tree can wait. Oh. Oh, there's a... I didn't realize there was a station for this. If I had known that, I probably would have turned this whole thing around. I guess I still could. It's just a little obnoxious. Not that it really matters, because we're probably going to have to move it at some point anyway. All right, let's get these things churning. This one is leaves, and this one is wood. There goes the biomass. Excellent. Working its way up there. I can't make ladders, can I? I would love to have a ladder to get up there easily. Right now, I kind of have to climb this. And then jump over from here. There it goes. Look at that glorious biomass coming out. All right, let me steal a couple of these. All right. Okay, our plates should be ready. And our... not that one. Wait, I was waiting for it to create plates. What was I doing? Hold on. Hold on. Okay. I don't know what I was thinking. It's fine. We need 3 more plates. Whoops, whoops, whoops. 1, 2, 3. All right. There's jump pads. Complete. Excellent.
Milestone reached. The Fix-It jump pad combines high technology and innovation for optimized factory traversal and an ideal travel experience. Clarification. Ideal travel experience not guaranteed. Individual results may vary. Pioneers are responsible for all workplace accidents resulting from jump pad usage.
All right, and we actually have most of the resources except the plates for this next one already, which we can't put them in here because the pod's not here because it wants me to wait 3 minutes for some reason. I don't understand the purpose of this pod timer, but it's fine. All right, 400, 500, 200. We've got all of those. We just need the 200 plates, which is actually kind of a problem at the moment because all our plates are being turned into reinforced plates. Now, can I just, like, turn this off? I totally can. Excellent. Okay. So we'll just leave this off for now. It's got like 40 reinforced plates in it. And we'll let this go ahead and back up. What do we need to make next? We need to make... So once we get our 200 plates, we'll be able to fire off this pod. And that'll be the last tier 2 item. Then we need to fire the space elevator. And for that, we need smart plates. Now, smart plates are reinforced plates and rotors make smart plates. But we cannot craft those ourselves. They have to be done in an assembler. So... what do we need for an assembler? We need 8 reinforced plates and 4 rotors. The rotors we can make, or we could if I had enough screws on me. There we go. Yeah, okay. So 4 rotors. There we go. And not that, this. And we need to get those reinforced plates out of here. Okay. So we can make an assembler. Let's make it... since I'm just going to feed this one manually for now, I kind of want to build it just like out of the way somewhere. So I think let's just plunk it down like over here. Because we're going to run this one manually. So let's go ahead and give it power. All right, now we want this to make smart plating. Okay, the pod has returned. Let's go get our last tier 2 project closed out. There we go. Now we just need 200 iron plates. We are at 50. That's fine. Okay. So what do we need? Where'd my thing go? Here it is. What do we need to make the smart plates? We need 50 smart plates, which means we're going to need 50 reinforced iron plates and 50 more rotors. Oh. Oh. It's fine. I need more screws and rods. More screws. More rods. Okay. I apparently still don't have enough. But let's craft what we can and go from there. I need 50 of these. So this will finish the space elevator phase 1. And then and then what? And that will unlock the hub phase 3, which I think is the last, or unlock tier 3, which will be, I think, the last part, the last project in phase 1. Ouch. Okay, I need more screws. Let's double check that. Milestone. Oh no, tier 4 is actually still in phase 1. All right, need some more screws. Okay, how are we doing on plates? About 50 more. Halfway there, excellent. And let's make the rest of the rotors we need. We need 13 more rotors. Here we go. There we go. 50 rotors. All right, so we can actually get this started. Pop those in there. So now we need, I mean, I guess we can go ahead and just pop that in there. And then we're going to need to add 16 more reinforced iron plates. We need so many plates. Is there any real way I can speed this up? What's the bottleneck here? No, bars are moving. How's the ore going? The ore is moving. This all seems like it's running pretty much at capacity. Yeah, none of these are really backing up. Things just take that long to make, I guess. Hello. Can I help you, sir? You just chilling? Okay. Doesn't seem like a terribly comfortable place to stand, but more power to you, I guess. All right. I I guess we could go exploring, see if we can find other mining nodes. Is there much of a reason to do that though? Until we get better methods of transporting bulk quantities of ore, I'm not sure there's much of a reason for us to set up additional. I say that, but that's an iron vein. And so is that. And you know what we are critically low on right now? So maybe I should look at setting up additional veins or additional miners. Oh, there's another one of those power slugs. That looks like a yellow one, though, not a blue one. Whoa! I don't know. I'm so reluctant to just string massive conveyors everywhere. Because the problem with running conveyors but long distances, there's two problems. One is the cost of the conveyors themselves. Because they're so long, they actually cost a lot to make. That's the lesser concern, though. The bigger concern is that those conveyors act like item buffers, right? If I have an iron facility over here and a plate manufacturing facility over here, and the distance between them is 100 conveyors, that means there's going to be 100 iron ore on that conveyor line. And that means if something goes wrong at the iron source, at the miner, I'm not going to know about it until at least 100, the time it would take to mine 100 ore after that point. At best. And it means when I fix that problem, it's going to take at least 100 ore before the next thing starts back up. That is a lot of wasted production time. But I currently have no way of dealing with that. So there we go.
Milestone reached. You have been given access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on Exoplanet's bonus program, also known as Awesome. Your awesome input allows Fixit to comprehend our amazing universe more clearly. In appreciation of this, we have generously set up an internal, closed economy with exclusive rewards and currency. Directing parts of varying quantity and complexity into the Awesome Resource Sink will grant Fixit coupons. These coupons can be redeemed in the Awesome Shop for highly desirable items such as new foundations, walls, factory attachments, cosmetics, parts, and more. Next time you have additional resources, just remember to go that extra kilometer. Go Awesome.
So is that here somewhere? Productive Packer. I guess we could play that for a bit while we wait for our plates. Coffee machine. Or is that a new thing I have to build? No? Oh yeah, it is. The Awesome Shop and the Awesome Sink. I mean, I guess I can make them. Well, the sink takes reinforced iron plates, which I'm not really inclined to make right now. I can make the shop, though. There we go. I think that's all the reinforced plates I need at the moment. I was wrong. I need 8 more. So while those are crafting, let's try this again. So I got 3 stars on that one. I was struggling with this one. Let's try this one again. All right. I am so bad at this. We'll do that and this, I think. Pop that in there. I still wish I could rotate these. Wait. Okay. That can go there. Nope, not that one. This one, nope. There we go. Nope. Shoot. Do I just send it? Let's send it. All right, let's try this one and combine those like that. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, let's do this. No, I'm not ready. I'm making really good progress finally. Don't you dare kick me out. Shoot, send, away. Not quite enough for even 1 star. I don't understand why this is so difficult. All right, let's try one more time. And hopefully... I kind of, you know, thinking about this, it's probably a bad sign that this game has a built-in time waster. Like, should I expect most things that I need to make to just take egregious amounts of time? And this is their solution? That's concerning. Okay, let's pop that there. Yeah, we can do that. Let's just put it down there, I guess. This is what I'm looking for. Beautiful. We can pop one of these in there. Wait. This one. Beautiful. Drop that in there. Oh, good. Our thing returned. All right, let's just start filling some of this out. Pop one of those down there. Okay. Ooh, fill that in. Beautiful. Wait. There we go. There we go. You want me to put this down somewhere? Let's pop that down there and pop this in right there. Beautiful. Yes. 1 star. That's horrible. Okay. All right. So, how'd we do? You all set? All right, you got a bunch of reinforced plates for me. And if we come back over to this guy... Okay. So now we're just waiting on this to finish. It's going to take a bit, but we should be in a pretty good place now. Let's go ahead and drop those in there. So once this is done, we'll fire it or whatever. I'm not really sure. Hmm. Interesting. I wonder what that is. Is there a little island out there? Like, this is just a giant... This is basically the edge of the world, isn't it? It sure is. Oh, hey, there's a blue slug down there. Hey, whoa! I've taken care of you guys before! Ugh. Down! Get back! Ha! Ha! Ow! Gotcha. I should probably look at setting up mining on all these. Oh yeah, there is a little island out there. Interesting. I wonder if we're going to be able to go out there at some point. Oh, what is that? Hold on. What do we got down here? Some kind of mineral. Oh, is that another... What is that up there? Hold on. Let's look around a bit. Let's do some exploration, shall we? Is this a horrible idea? It might be. I really don't have any good mechanisms for terrain traversal at the moment, so... There's something there. There's something there. What is this? Coal. Interesting. Let's get some of that. Let's pop this rock. Maybe this is the solution. Maybe the trick to our power generation issue is not to find a way to automate biomass. Maybe biomass is a secondary resource. And what we really need to do is find a way to have more efficient fuel sources. Coal-powered generators. What do we got over here? We got some limestone. Okay, we got more pale berries. What do we got over here? Caterium? I have no idea what that is.
Unknown metal collected. This metallic element is showing properties similar to those in Group 11 on the periodic table, such as high conductivity and malleability. Research them to establish classification and potential application.
Okay. We don't have a vein of them. We only have these scattered resources. Am I trapped down here? Hold on. Houston? We might have a problem. Okay, hold on. Maybe I can jump up in the tree. Ah! Oh! Okay, hold on. I think I can make this work. Huh. I just need to jump into the tree. No. Come on. Jump in the tree, and then from there I can jump up on the rock. Okay, alright, I'm in the tree. No. Okay, what if I just... No, okay. Can't just climb up the tree. Oh, I might have made a mistake. I don't want to go down there. Okay, here we go. I can get on this a little bit. How can I use this? Okay. Okay. Hup. This is not good. Really? Okay, hold on. Can I get on this tree? If I can get on this tree, I might be able to get out of here. Huh. Whoops. Oh, I was up there. Come on. Huh. Shoot, I was up there again. Dang it. It's so hard. It's such a small thing. Okay, there we go. Hup. Yes, success. Ha ha. We are saved. Whew. Whew. That was a close one. I haven't died yet, and I would like to avoid doing so as far as possible. Okay. So, how we doing? Excellent. 15 more. Okay. We have stuff for the MAM now. Let's check out this new ore we found. I don't think we have anything new here to turn in. What is Caterium? Named after Fixit's greatest CEO, Katerina Parks, Caterium is a new metal with properties similar to gold, such as conductivity and corrosion resistance. With minimal effort, it can be used to replace gold in the development of advanced electronics. It is unclear whether this is a naturally occurring element. Okay, go. Analysis complete.
The metal has been named Caterium after Fixit's greatest CEO, Katerina Parks. It has been added as a viable alternative to gold in industrial applications, specifically in advanced electronics due to its superconductivity, malleability, and corrosion resistance.
Okay. Caterium ingots. Oh, we need more. Okay, so we need 18 more ore to learn how to make ingots. Then we can make quick wire. New shop products. Can make a zip line. Ooh. That could be cool. Stun rebar. And then we don't know anything else about it. Okay. Do I have anything else I can turn in? Right, we need mushrooms and yellow power slugs. Oh, I can actually do this one. Let's do this. 100 wire and 200 screws. We can get that. That's easy. I already have that. I thought. Oh no! We are out of screws. Because they're all in here. Okay. Okay. How many do I need? 200. Okay, hold on. Oop, we're up. Wrong button. Come on. There. Okay. And 100 wire. Beautiful. Cool.
Power slugs extract latent energy from their surroundings to sustain themselves. By tuning the object scanner to the particular potential energy signature, it is now able to locate them against the background environmental static.
Okay, cool. So now we can scan for power slugs. I don't think I'm quite at a position where I want to do that yet, but let's see if we can find any more of these Caterium rocks and see if we can get that researched. It didn't occur to me that, oh, what do we got over here? More copper. You can, I was gonna leave you alone. I was just gonna walk away. You want to make this a thing, though? Fine. Fine. You brought it on yourself. Just remember that. What I was going to say is it didn't occur to me that maybe there are technologies that we need to go explore and find resources in the world to learn how to make. I just assumed that all the technologies we were going to be able to make, we would learn from that, or from completing the tiers, from completing the research projects. But knowing there may be more resources out there. It didn't actually hurt me, but I assume my screen turning green is not a good thing, so. So maybe we do need to figure out how to explore more of the world and see what new resources we can find. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of tooling available to me at the moment. So, dropping off cliffs and such. What is that? Why were they purple? So dropping off cliffs and such is unfortunately a non-starter at the moment. What is that? Oh, is that just a slug? That's a big slug. Ooh, a mushroom. I'll take that.
Potential edible collected. Reminder that look and smell alone do not provide sufficient data to determine exact risk of consumption.
Ow!
Just
Ow! What are you? Whoa!
does not mean it won't eat you. Research it in the MAM to
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
and potential application.
Get back! It's shooting fireballs at me. What the heck? No, 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 no. You picked a fight. You're gonna finish it. Get back here. What the heck?
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. Their weaponized plasma is most likely stored as a stable chemical substance in an organ close to their mouth, and only turns volatile when exposed to one of the chemical elements in the air. Research remains in the MAM to establish classification and potential countermeasures.
There we go. Excellent. Okay. Here we go. Excellent. Plus 49, so that should be plenty. That should be enough to research ingots. Wait, is that our space elevator? Oh my god. I mean, I knew it was big, but you don't realize just how big until you realize you can see it from across the map. Wow, look at that. Oh, there's another slug up there. Okay, well, we're actually up quite a bit higher than I thought we were. Is that more iron there, you suppose? Okay, let's head back. We're actually pretty far away. Okay, so we've got a bunch of stuff we can research now. Hopefully that crafter is done with the last plates so that we can turn those in and get this research project done. That will get us into tier 3. Are you done? You are done. Excellent. Cargo loaded.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 1 project part shipment is now ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 1 will be completed and the distribution platform will be constructed. After completion of Phase 1, the technologies of Tiers 3 and 4 will become available in the hub. Highlights are automated power, steel production, personnel transportation, and many more. Completing Phase 2 of Project Assembly is your next main objective. New project parts will need to be produced and delivered to the space elevator as you have done previously. Continue to construct, automate, explore and exploit for a better Fix-It future.
All right, here we go.
Phase 1 of Project Assembly completed. This is only the beginning of Project Assembly, the first step towards saving the day. You have performed adequately so far. Reminder, not only is Fix-It saving humanity, it is saving all of Earth, including kittens and puppies. It is statistically likely that you appreciate the continued existence of kittens and or puppies. Continue the work for their sake. Continue the work for Fix-It. It is time to start the work on Phase 2 of Project Assembly.
Whoa. Look at all that stuff that they built up there. 50 plates went a pretty long way. Dang. All right. So now, if we come over here, we have access. Why is tier 2 flashing? I don't know. But we have access to tiers 3 and 4 now. So tier 3, we can learn coal power. Which will give us a coal power generator, water extractor, and pipelines. We have transport. We have trucks. Hold on. No, I want to know about tractors. Picks up and delivers resources at truck stations. This process can be automated. Okay. Nicknamed Sugar Cube by Fix-It Pioneers with justification. It's pretty sweet. You know, it has 25 inventory slots and a built-in crafting bench. Okay. Sends and receives resources to and from vehicles. Okay. Okay. So this is where things start getting good. So now what this gives us the ability to do is we can have a bunch of mining outposts all over the place and then use tractors to collect the resources there in bulk and move them significant distances for processing. If these are smart enough to do that logistically, which we don't know. What do I mean? It says it can be automated. We have to find out what that means. If that just means this truck drives from point A to point B, that's good, but not the best. If that means you can set these 5 stations as sources and these 3 stations as destinations, or vice versa, and then it will move resources between them as they're needed, that's the golden standard. That's what we're really looking for. Oh, what else can we get there? We can get, wait, what else did I see? Oh, I was looking at this. Okay. We can do basic steel production, which is like a new tier of resources. Cool. Ooh. Okay. So we can get a sword, basically. That could be really nice. All right, what is in tier 4? Blueprints. Okay, so we can start creating reusable modules. Awesome. Logistics. Industrial storage container contains 48 slots for storing large amounts of items, has 2 input and 2 output ports. Okay. Let me think about that for a minute. Why would I want that? I mean, this is basically just a merger and 2 storage containers and a splitter combined into one. We can already do this. We just have to do it in 3 distinct parts. This kind of simplifies that. That's nice, I guess. And then Mark III for things, and then stackable pipelines. That's cool. Advanced steel, we get Mark II miners. That could be nice. Extraction rate varies based on resource node purity. Interesting. Okay. Motors. Automated wiring. Ooh. Ooh. Here we go. Power towers. Okay. So this is how we handle long distance power. Gotcha. And hypertubes. That's cool. So this will let transports fix it employees. So this, if we have a network of outposts, this will allow us to get to those different outposts quickly. Okay. Interesting. That's cool. Now the question though is, where do we start? Well, we can't do any of these because these need resources we don't have yet. Like what is this? This is steel, so we have to get into steel before we can do... We have to get into steel before we can do any of this. So we are definitely doing tier 3 first. I'm very tempted to do vehicle transport first. Although... burns coal to boil water. The steam produced rotates turbines that generate electricity for the power grid. So we would need to supply coal and water. Has conveyor belt and pipeline input ports that allow the coal and water supply to be automated. Presumably, those are both infinite resources. Right? I'm assuming coal, we can find a coal vein, much like our iron and copper veins. And water, we just need to find a body of water. And I'm assuming that water doesn't, like, drain. It would be weird if it did. So these two combined, theoretically, gives us infinite power? Maybe? We should probably start there then, huh? All right. Coal power it is. What do we need? 150 reinforced plates, 50 rotors, and 500 cables. We can do almost all of that. Oh, did I pause this? I did. We should let that keep going because we're going to need more of that. Cables are over here. We have 500 cables. Wow. There we go. Okay, and then 50 rotors we're going to have to make. I definitely am feeling the need to automate rotor production. But for now, we need more bars and more screws. I'm a little worried about... That's what I was afraid of. I was a little worried about our screw production. We'll see. Okay. Only 18? Yeah, because each of these uses 25. 25 screws each. That's rough. I wonder. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. If I make an assembler, is it cheaper? I know that's a thing Fortress Craft does, where if you use the automation for a resource, it's cheaper than if you make it by hand. Is that true here? 5 rods, 25 screws. I don't think so. I think that's what it costs normally. Five rods, 25 screws. Yep, same cost. Okay, then I'm not going to worry about it right now. So we've got all of the cables we need. We're making the rotors now. 150 reinforced plates is rough. Not those, these, and those. Okay, let's do this. While those are cooking, we're going to let those cook. We should go find a location. Can I drop markers? I can. And I can select all kinds of different icons. Look at all this. Wow. Okay. Let's do this. Let's spend some time setting up our map. I think that'll be a useful endeavor. I want to get a couple things on here. First of all, let's get our ore veins set up. Okay, here's our miner. New map marker on my location. This is... I'm not really a fan of any of these icons, to be honest. I guess we'll use this one. Rock. Rock, cave, biomass, radiation. Yeah, I guess we'll use rock. Select icon. Okay, let me move so I can actually get to the marker. The hub, space elevator. So this is going to be iron vein. And what? Can we see the iron vein, or did I like totally cover it up? I did. Let's impure. That's not what I meant to do. No, stop it. Okay, hold on. So let's pop this back down. And I want to mark that on here. Okay, iron vein, impure subcategory. Ore. Oh, cool! I can make new categories over here. Check this out. That's awesome. So the space elevator in the hub and me, and then I can just define my own thing, and I can turn them on or off on the compass. That's cool. And I can show and hide them on the map. Dude, that's awesome. What if it's like, oh, wow. Large is large. Nope, I don't need that. Marker view distance on compass. Ah. This is such a cool system. I love that. Okay. Wait, what is... Oh, that's an island. Okay. Okay, cool. So now... Where's my other iron vein? Over here? Yeah. So let's put another one over here. Oh. Wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. Why does this one look like a rock, but that one is like a diamond with a rock? Oh, this is just a stamp. This isn't a marker. That's weird that there's a distinction. Okay. Select icon rock. So this is an iron vein. We don't know what kind it is. I'm pretty sure it's impure. We're going to call this ore. And apply. And it is indeed impure. Okay. So... Okay. Excellent. Now we can go out and note some of these other locations. Let's see. We have another iron vein over here. This one is normal. So that means what? Normal means iron vein normal, subcategory ore. Select rock. Apply. So the quality, I think I saw this on the Mark II miner. The quality impacts the extraction rate. So presumably, setting up miners on these veins means they would extract faster than the two that we have, which would be very good because the quantity seems to be infinite, which means, and the quality doesn't seem to be a thing. So that means these would just produce more ore per time, which would be extremely useful. What this is convincing me of is that we really need to push for trucks so that we can get mining outposts going on each of these and really start ramping up production. Okay, copper ore normal. So let me hug this. We're going to say, put one here. And this is copper ore normal. Or select icon. Select icon, apply. Beautiful. Okay. And there's also our limestone, right? We have a limestone vein over here somewhere. This is an impure. So let's get that down. Limestone vein, impure, ore. I wish that there was a way I could like define presets. Like say I could have just like presets here, right above here for different markers, and then I could just set up an ore marker that I could click and just click instead of having to go through this whole interface for each one. What is that? Hey, little guy. Pet lizard doggo. Hey, lizard doggo. Where are you going? Good boy. Good boy. Finally, something that's not trying to kill me. I appreciate that. Okay, we have a copper normal vein here. Copper vein normal. Or apply. I wonder if I should separate these into like, I guess I could have two subcategories here, right? Have one for just like unprocessed veins, just like raw veins that we haven't set up on yet, and then another one for like mining outposts. What is that? Are those bees? Whoa, whoa! Oh! Oh! Okay. Not going over there. Huh. Alright, what do we got going down here? Looks like some limestone. I don't see a way to get down there easily. Oh, I wonder if we're going to be able to build roads. I would love... Like, I see those little dirt patches there, and I'm like, this would look awesome with just, like, a road running through here. Get the trucks running. Boy, love me some industrialization. Oh. Whoa, what's going on over there? All right, let's see. Do we have a power slug, a yellow power slug down there? But once again, I don't see any way for me to get back up from there yet. So that is unfortunately off limits at the moment. Look at these purple leaves. Now, I picked up some of the purple leaves before, but they just turn into normal leaves in my inventory, which is weird. Okay. I was really expecting to run into more ore veins out here, but I'm not really seeing anything. I hear another power slug. I'm not sure where. All right, I guess we'll head back and see how our... I guess our reinforced plate production should probably be done. Whoa. Ooh, there's an iron vein we missed. Oh, there's a vein too. I don't think I marked these. Nope. Okay, what do we got over here? This looks like limestone? Sure is. Limestone normal. Okay. Limestone normal. Limestone vein, actually. And we're going to call this ore. And let's select that and apply. Okay. Well, we got quite a handful of people here watching. Hello, folks. Hope you're having an excellent evening. Let's drop down here. See what we can find. Gonna have to clear this jerk out. I see you giving me that glare. I know how to deal with you guys these days. That's right. Come on. I was perfectly content to leave you alone, and then you had to go and start something. Hup. Gotcha. Okay. So there's actually two veins here. Both iron veins, both normal. Ooh, right next to each other. That's real nice. Now the question is, do I do this as two markers? Or do I do this as one marker that's like an X2 or something? Let's see how it looks with two markers. If I feel like it's too crowded, I can change it. So we'll just plunk that down. This is iron vein normal. Whoops. Iron vein. Oh, it didn't save. Shoot. And I can't mess with it while I'm on top of it. Hold on. Whoa. Interesting. I'll have to see what that was in a minute. Okay. Iron vein normal. This is an ore. And use rocks. Apply. Oh yeah, there's a slug up there. Okay, and we have a second one here. Iron vein normal. Ore. Use rocks. Excellent. Okay, let's head back. Let me just take a brief look. Can I get anywhere near him? Oh, I might be able to. If I jump from here. Hey, how are you doing? All right. Let's see. Got some poison clouds over there. We want to avoid those. We can just head on back. Doggo, how you doing? Being a good boy? Alright. Okay. So, excellent. We have a little bit of knowledge of what is around us. It'd probably be good to build that out some more. Although we don't have a ton more room. I think there's a couple veins over here. I've already marked those. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay, so how are those refined plates coming? 45. So slow. Oh my god. Okay. And we are low on screws. But I don't think we're going to have very many more here, are we? No, because they're all going into our reinforced plates. My inclination was to wait to set up more mining facilities until after we got trucks up and running, but we might need to move those plans up. Oh, I'm just noticing down here we have a limit of how many markers we can use. That's not good. Okay, so what's next? We got some more resources that I think we can pop into here, right? Not that one. Uh-oh. Shoot, we're out of power over here again. Wow, we really don't have a lot of biofuel. Yeah, we definitely need to get onto coal. Okay. There we go. Okay. That set up, and let me, whoops. No, split that, put that in there. Ah, dang it. No, no, no. Just want that there. Stack all that up, and then we'll just put 40 in here. And I'll keep those 3 for my chainsaw. I guess we need to go do that. All right, let's get our power up and running again. Yeah. Wait, what is all that? Pick up wood. Just pick up branches? All right, what do we got here? More Caterium. That's cool. I don't think this is a vein, though, is it? No. We're still only finding rocks of those, which is not the most helpful. What do we got here? Sulfur. We haven't had any sulfur yet, so let's mine some of that.
exhibits a most pungent smell. These fortunate fix-it helmets are of such high quality. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
Whoa! 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 Alright. What? What was that?
The astrobiologist Dr. D.M. Mercer was the first to recognize the presence and probable nature of these alien artifacts. These chain-melted state spheres are named in his honor. Each sphere emits a unique signal. Research it in the MAM to establish locally appropriate classification and application.
That sounds like it's probably not a good thing. What do we got here? Limestone normal. Okay. I am very concerned about this. That orb was talking to me, and that makes me uncomfortable. Nothing good will come of this. Okay, now what I was actually trying to do before we got sidetracked. Oh, what do we got here? Another, this is a impure limestone. Limestone vein, impure. Okay. What I wanted to do was come over here and start cutting down some trees because we need more ore. What is that? What is that? Hold on. Get these guys out of my way. No, bad. What is this? Raw quartz. That's new.
Unknown crystalline mineral collected. This mineral is composed of the same chemical elements as quartz and may yield similar industrial functions. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
Okay. Not a quartz vein, unfortunately, but you know what? Right now, I'll just take any resources I can get. Especially ones that I haven't gotten before. Okay, I think this is pretty good. Let's switch to my chainsaw. Because we need all the biomass we can get. Until we're on coal and we learn whether or not that's actually the infinite power that it seems like it's going to be, we need more biomass. And despite solid biomass being significantly more efficient than just the regular biomass, it sure doesn't feel like it's lasts very long. We keep running out of power. Okay, anything interesting down there? There's that jerk. What? Leave me alone. There we go. Okay, let's pick up all these. Beautiful. Oh. Oh, okay, out of power. But I only had 3 solid fuel, so I wasn't expecting to get much. All right. We'll just pick up all these leaves so we have something to feed to our machines when we get back. And then we should be good. Okay, let's start heading back. What was that? Oh, okay. Is there another slug here? Sounds like there might be another slug. Looks like there's a path up here. Let's see if we can get up. Okay. Look at all this. Almost there. Careful, careful. Ah. That's not a slug.
The Summer Sloop was named after Marie Somerville, co-founder of Fixit and head of its R&D department. There are many theories about the origin of this shape and why this symbol mathematically resembling a Mobius strip has found its way to both human and extraterrestrial culture. Thankfully, you don't need to know any of these theories to be a pioneer. Research it in the MAM to establish locally appropriate classification and application. Fun fact: the planet you are on was found and named during a planet spotting event Marie hosted named Marie's Awesome Scientific Search of the Avant-Garde Exoplanets.
Okay. All right. Let's grab some more of these. Okay. All right. So we found a couple more veins. We got lots of biomass. Found a couple alien artifacts. Jury's still out whether that's a good thing. My God, this thing is so slow. All right, let's investigate some of this stuff, shall we? Can do this one now.
The remains researched belong to an organism that tends to nest near objects emitting specific types of resonance. Spitters are called as such due to their ability to create and spit plasma across long distances. Spitter remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration.
So we can actually afford this. I'd have to go collect some more nuts, and we need to make rotors, but medicinal inhaler is not that far off. We're still a ways away from this because we have to get this one. Oh. We already know how to make biomass. I'm confused. Hold on. Hold on. I think we can do something here. I could have sworn I had one more of these somewhere.
Research completed. Alien protein can now be turned into biomass or alien DNA capsules. In addition to
Oh.
valuable alien life form data in these capsules can be traded for Fix-It coupons at the Awesome Sync. We guarantee the best capsule to coupon exchange rate anywhere on this planet.
Interesting. Oh, so we can do alien biomass or alien protein to biomass now. Okay. So leaves is 10 to 5. Wood is 4 to 20. Alien protein is 1 to 100? Oh my god. That's way better than all of these, than both of these. I guess the difference is it's not renewable, right? Because we're actually not seeing that many enemies, and they don't seem to be respawning. But still, that is, whew. And then this is 1 to 1 alien DNA capsules, which we need for more research, right? Yeah, we need 5 for that. And we need 10 for that. And 5 for that. Now, we can actually do this one right now. If I have 5 alien capsules worth. Which I don't. I'm 1 shy. But, okay. Oh, but maybe, hold on. Okay, yeah, I'm a little shy. Oh, but I have these. Wait, I can't turn those into biomass? Or into... I can't turn spitters into protein. That's interesting. Huh. Okay, well, let's see what other researches we can do.
Mercer sphere analysis completed. Established local planetary signature of massage 2, AB, B, in the local Mercer sphere signals, allowing them to be tracked by the object scanner. Mercer spheres can also transmit data between specific.
Witness our scripture, witness our windows. Have you come to defile our shrine? Sing us a song.
Arguing the existence of intelligent alien life. While Fix-It has figured out the method, all of the original data is still untranslatable.
That's probably not good. Okay, we can do this one.
Summer sloop analysis completed. Summer sloops are somewhere between battery and conduit, harvesting energy from pockets of space with complete disregard for the rules of the space-time continuum, and distributing it into its connected ecosystem. This energy,
Let the effigies harvest until the waves reach our shores. Consume.
similarities to the hypothetical force of dark energy to potentially be one and the same. It can now be tracked by the object scanner.
That seems both very not good, but also I liked what it was saying about it providing power to pretty much anything from pocket dimensions. That sounds useful and cool. And we have no idea what this is. We haven't found it yet, but we need it to do any more of this. Production amplifier. I like the sound of that. Okay, Caterium. can do that one.
Research completed. Caterium ingot recipe unlocked. New caterium research available.
That's it? That's all you got for me? No. No goofy backstory? No, here's what you can maybe use this for? Nothing? Okay, we have more research to do, but I just want to check in over here. Yeah. Because I want to make sure we keep the biomass flowing. As much as we can, anyway. How are you doing? Still moving slow. Getting close. Only need 3 more. All right. Where were we? Okay. So this I think is done for now, right? Yeah. I'm not putting 50 rotors into this at the moment. I don't have 5 proteins to get that. I'm not putting 1,000 cables in here, and I don't have any of this stuff, so that's fine. Okay. Yeah, and that needs steel, and I'm not putting 500 screws into this right now. So that's all done. We need that to do anything here. We need ingots to do anything there. We can do this one.
This mushroom, dubbed bacon agaric due to its uncanny resemblance to raw bacon, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
Is it? We can apparently make a nutritional processor. We need steel, though, so we can't do it yet. Doesn't tell me anything, though. All right. Power slugs. I don't have any yellow ones yet, so... this is interesting. But I am not putting 50 iron plates into this yet. Quartz. Let's check this out.
The crystalline mineral was a previously unknown variation of quartz, with uniquely large and flawless crystals, normally only found in synthetic quartz. The industrial application of this mineral will follow that of its synthetic counterpart, specifically in communication and exploration technologies.
Interesting. Quartz crystals. Silica. Blade runners. An exoskeleton for the lower legs that assists movement, allowing you to sprint faster and jump higher, and reduces fall damage. Ooh. Bigger inventory, shatter rebar. Okay. And we can check out sulfur.
This unknown chemical element was in reality an unusual mixture of solid sulfide and sulfate materials from which sulfur can be extracted. Sulfur's primary use lies in fertilizers, which we have no use for. Instead, this element enables access to more volatile obstacle clearing and pioneer defending tools.
Black powder. Experimental power generation, you say? Now you have my attention. Unfortunately, this needs expensive stuff, so we will not be making it yet. Detonator, expanded tool belt, and a bunch of stuff we can't do. Fungus-like growth. We have not seen that. That's concerning. Okay, so I think that's all the MAM research we can do right now. Let's throw some of this stuff back in here. Power slugs. Yeah, that's good. And let me just check. Yep, throw all those in there. How are we doing? Okay. Not great. Let me... Let's spread some of this around. There, that'll keep us going for a little while. Okay, this should be done with our plates now. Yes. All right, let's set that in standby mode, so that way we'll start getting screws and plates building up. We can pop these in here. That's done. So we need 32 more rotors, which I'm blocked by screws. That's going to be rough because the reinforced plates needed screws, right? Yeah. Okay, so we'll have to wait for that to back up a little. Oh. Yeah, okay. So we'll have to wait for that to back up a little. That's fine. Think. What's next? Can make some Caterium ingots, but I think I need a lot of them, don't I? 50. Yeah, I don't have enough for that. Do we have anything new happening over here? We have this. What do we need to make this? Wires. Let's do that. Wires are easy. I have plenty of wires. And yeah. Wait a minute. Wait. Is this the thing I already have? Is this the thing I'm holding right now? It sure is. I'm glad I didn't make it. I almost did. I was thinking of the new one. This. Okay. Okay, it's fine. Right. So this is working us towards coal power, which is theoretically infinite. We'll find out. But we're going to need somewhere to set it up. And it requires a coal. It requires an input source of coal and water. We have not found coal and water. So we need to go find some. Looks like there's a lake here. And there's a couple lakes over here. I guess we need to go check those out. Let's do that. Let's go scout out and see if we can find a water source, a viable water source for us to run a power plant off of. Nope, I know what you do. I am not going anywhere near that nonsense. Not this time. And if we can find a few more alien artifacts along the way, you know, that's how it goes. What do we got here? Is this just limestone or is this an actual vein? Nope, just a rock. Okay. Keep our eyes out for veins because we're going to want to get those marked on our map. Did you see that? My icon was yellow for a minute there. I'm very concerned about why. Okay, so supposedly there is a lake up here somewhere. Here we go. Look at this. That's beautiful. I kind of hate to put a power plant right on here, but, you know, that's the way it goes. Okay. But we still need a coal vein. Let's see if there's any over by this cliff face. This isn't that fungus like whatever, is it? No. Are there wait, are there caves? Is that a thing in Satisfactory? I would love for there to be caves. Oh, here we go. What's this? Limestone impure. Okay. Oops, wrong button. Limestone vein impure. Okay. I need a coal vein. If there's no coal vein, then this is not the site of our future power plant. I can use pipelines to move the water a bit of a distance if we need to, but I heard a weird humming over there and I don't like it. But I would like a vein to be like relatively close. Got some copper, but it's not a vein. Shoot, that is not good. Oh, what's going on over here? Hello? Oh, I hear that weird humming sound again. Oh, and something's mad at me. Oh, there he is. I guess we should go down and get it. You in there? Or are you still below me? Oh, actually, can I get up from down there? Oh, hey. Well, if he got up, I must be able to get up. Whoa. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Settle down. Oh, whoa! Rude?
Harvest the scripture. Compose it into a blood song. The effigy has no song, only echoes, but it is part of a river. Why does the effigy avoid the windows?
Attention. Your brain's operations are outside typical parameters. Time spent daydreaming will be deducted from your sustenance budget.
What? Don't you dare blame alien psychic mind control nonsense on me. All right? I am out here risking my life trying to build you a planet. Trying to build you infrastructure for a civilization. I will not be held responsible for whatever these demon orbs are doing to my brain. I don't see any veins here, hardly at all. This is not great. Where are we? Okay, here's the lake. Oh, Wait, what am I doing? Hold on. I can, wait, there's a button here. Hold on. I can scan for this. How do I scan again? What's the scan button? There's a scan button. Not that. Not that. Not that. I don't remember. That's crouch. What is that? I'm not sure what that is. Oh. Wait, customizer. Okay. Oh, I need a scanner tool, don't I? Oh wait, it's telling me about all these things down here. Is it? There it is. Oh, but I can't scan for coal? I can scan for a lot of interesting things, but not coal. Okay. Maybe scanning for coal is something that I'm about to unlock with this next mission thing. Oh, here we go. That's a new vein? That is a new vein. Okay. Oh, what's this? Impure limestone. Okay. We'll marker that. Limestone vein, impure. Select icon, apply. Okay. And what is this one over here? And knocking these guys out means that I can make the, no. Means that I have enough protein, to get the next research there, I think. So we have an iron ore norm. An iron ore normal here. Okay. All right. And we have another one right next to it. These double, I love these double veins. I'm so excited to build outposts on them. Iron vein, normal, ore. Okay. Oh, this is a triple vein. Yo! Iron vein, normal, ore. That's exciting. That's awesome. Do I see weirdness going on here? Why are all these glowing? Is it just my flashlight? Maybe. I don't know if I trust it. What is that? That is nothing. Okay. I mean, triple iron vein is exciting, but it's not what I'm looking for right now. I would not mind. This is another blue one. I would not mind picking up a yellow power slug, because we need that for a research too. Unfortunately, this is not looking very good. You've been playing for 2 hours. I have. All right. I do not see anything. I think... Ooh. All right, let's head back. You know, sometimes in some open world games, you have to be careful to keep your sense of direction because it's not always clear which way your base is. I don't think I'm going to have that problem in this one. It doesn't matter where on the planet we are. We will always be able to see our base. What do we got here? Another impure limestone. I've already marked this one. Okay. Oh, and here we are. We're back. That was not as far as it looked. Okay. So, first of all, I think we have a little bit... Do we have any biomass stuff? We do not. Okay. How? Oh! Oh, yeah! That's awesome. So these are full then. Beautiful. How are these doing? They're a little rough. But look at that. Ah. Boom. Boom. Excellent. All right. So. Yeah, we need these, whatever these are. We haven't found any of these yet. We can do this. Let's do this. I need 5. Wait, do I need 5 capsules? Or 1 capsule? I need 5 capsules. And each capsule is made from... Oh, 1 protein. Okay. So... Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Structural analysis. Go. What do we get?
Research to develop the rebar gun is now available. When completed, you will be in possession of a tool effective against any local obstacles actively objecting to the Fix-It mission.
Intriguing. Okay, let's I'm very concerned about that. We are going to pop it in there. Got a power slug. We got some of this stuff. I'm just going to put these other kind of ores in here for now. Need more coal. Caterium we'll throw in here. Why do I have a ton of copper ingots on me? That's weird. Okay. All right. Right, I need rotors. So here's what I think we're gonna do. Let's see how many screws are available. I paused this a while back, so there should be a good number. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here we go. All right. Let's make the rotors. Nope, not that. Rotors. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make the rotors. And then that will let us complete this research project. That'll let us complete researching coal power. We'll fire off that rocket. And then go from there. Okay, we need 12 more. What am I missing? More screws. My God. This is all I got. It's draining me out. I really need to get more iron facilities online and crafting more of everything iron, I guess. Yeah, look at this. Man, we need more screws. Okay. How many more of these do I need? 8. I need 8 rotors. 8 rotors means 200 screws. Let's make some screws ourselves. This won't take long because they craft in lots of 4. Okay. So. Okay, halfway there. Yeah, I think that's going to be the key. We'll get coal power unlocked. We'll get trucks unlocked. Then we'll be able to start building a distributed factory system where we can have our iron manufacturing facilities. We'll have our bar manufacturer. We'll have our screw manufacturer. And we'll be able to distribute resources where they need to go. Hopefully, like I said, these all build, hopefully the trucks automate logistically rather than linearly. And if they do work linearly, then we'll just, you know what, figure out how to make that work. There we go. You ready? Here we go. We will do this next time. My friends, I want to thank you so much for watching. As always, it has been a blast playing with you. We made a ton of progress, and I am very excited for where we get to go next. I'm so happy the camera kept working. Performance issues seem to have been resolved, and the game looks so much better now that I have shadows. If you've been enjoying this, please hit that like button. It really helps me out. And if you want to be notified of every time there's a new stream, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also, you can head on over to the Discord. You will find the link in the description. You can hang out there, chat in between streams, and there's a channel there you can subscribe to that also gets notifications every time a stream starts. I think, my friends, with that, once again, I will say good night. Hope you have a very wonderful week ahead of you. I want to thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you next time.